Grandma. This is Lucy, and I'm trying to show you my world. Okay, let's go into it. Okay, so first of all is my house, of course. I got this from a tutorial, so it looks pretty good, but over here inside, you go inside, and then here is my BBQ that I made. And then here's my lectern, and here's my bed with barrels just so I need something to put in there. I have some place to put it. And then here are my bookshelves. Okay, and here's the entire room. Okay, and now here is my loom. Right next to my cauldron with some tables and a painting with all of my armor and some cute flowers with the BBQ. Okay, so let me just give you a full 3D view of it. It might be too fast, I'm sorry if I did. Okay, and here is my little map that I made. And then if you go up the ladder, you have this painting with my little enchantment table. And over here is just my little station of stuff that you can make stuff with. And then here's the bear that I only filled up. And then over here is a cherry blossom tree. I don't know. But then over here is another view of a bunch of trees, so don't mind that. And then that's just my house with some greenery. Okay, now let's go out and then let's go to my trading station. Okay? Okay, so I have a bunch of villagers. They're all master, I think. I don't know. Novice, I don't really care. But they are so cute. And this is just where I trade all of my stuff if I don't need them, but I sell pretty good stuff. And here is my nether portal. This is also a tutorial, that one wasn't. And yeah, I built this just for my nether portal to be cute, because like, what's a world without a cute nether portal? And then over here is my tower. You can call it a castle if you want, but I'm just calling it a tower. But then, if you go in, you have your little storage room with all of your storage, and then a bunch of leaves. And then if you go up, here is the bedroom with 3 beds with some flower pots that are floating. And then over here is your little enchantment room with some little greenery with some trees. Baby trees. And then over here is like the battle place where there are a bunch of arrows and bows with a bunch of bad arrows. And then let me give you a full view of it. Boom, boom. Let me give you like a 3D view of it so you can see all of it. Okay? I don't want to bump into trees. Okay? There's some windows and a banner for fun. And this was also a tutorial. And I'm working on that right now. And then over here, let me just go over here, is my bridge that I first started on. I made it without a tutorial. And then over here is my little pen with a lot of horses and happy gas. They were just added to the game. And this is just like a resource pack, so it's probably not how it's going to look in your world, probably. And then over here are all of my horses. I named them. And they're mostly Harry Potter names for fun. Like over here is Sydney. That one wasn't, but Hedwig and Neville and a bunch of these were from Harry Potter. And this was not a tutorial with a bunch of leaves. And then let me give you a full view of it. Oh, and I forgot something, but let me just show you this first. So my little gas walking around. Okay, and I feel like, yeah, it's over here. Let me go a little faster. Okay, so here is like your little zoo that I'm gonna make. So here are a bunch of frogs and some like little axolotls. I don't know where they are, but they're definitely in here somewhere. They're probably under. And then here are my little mushrooms. And then over here are my foxes. Okay? And let me give you So there are 3 floors so far. I'm gonna make a bunch more. And then over here, let me give you a 3D view. Up here too. I can't miss the little foxes. And over here, you can see there's a beacon. Over here, let me go a little faster. And over here, I made a little bridge. That's not complete, but here is my beacon with some emerald shards floating with some glass in the air. And then here's my beacon. It's green. And then over here is my wishing well. And you can also go in and take a little dip. So that's all, I think. Probably. Oh yeah, and I'd also made like a little glowberry little vine that's probably gonna grow all the way down. And that's all. And I love you, Grandma. Bye.